little intro. It's so cute. It's so catchy. What up? What up, the buttercups?
Ah.
Oh.
Hi, everyone.
Shoot, my what came off again? I have a little thing. Hello, my loves. Welcome in. Jesse, you want to come up? Jesse, you want to come up here? Jesse. I know that girl always has her face on. She is always ready.
She's always ready. Always ready. I'm not.
She is always like on point. Baby girl's always got her brows on.
No, takes me a minute.
You better not. Go put some lipstick on and come on. Come on. I do my hair pony. Get up here. Get up off of that thing. Chicka dee. Hello.
I feel like I'm in a dumpster fire. Look at this mess I'm dealing with.
Oh, Lord. Do you see that? Granny D knows what that is. Granny D was around when that got frogged.
It's yan spaghetti. I've already done this much for me.
Left on sunshine. I thought it was like whatchamacallit or something.
It was, yeah. But I found a mistake in the beginning, so it's been Afghan in a bag for.
It was almost done, Stitches.
It was. I was on the border, and this is all
she
left.
The whole. Yeah. Oh my gosh! It was spaghetti in a bowl for the longest time. In the bowl.
In the bowl. Big bowl.
Hello.
I know, right?
Nisi. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to take 2 seconds. I was getting ready, sis. Right here. I'm going to hold you and blow that to you.
She's hugging.
Oh, she can put that hug around her anytime she wants. She can put it on her head, and when needs to be warm, she put it around. Give herself a little hug. Give a little.
I want to hook. I don't want to do this anymore. I want to hook.
Well, then put it down.
I have been. I've been doing a little bit at a time, and
I'll tell you what. I've been
at it for almost a week.
Look at Jessie. She's dodging. She's like, no, I ain't going up there. Debdow. Gracie, Jeanette. Hello, my loves. Debdow. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Oh, it jumped on me. Skirt. Ginger. Hello. Ginger. Ziggy Ziggs. Hello, my loves. There's my chickadee. Tammy, hello, love. Cecilia, get up in here. Get your beanbag, girl. Pull it on up. Lisa, hello. Fuzzy butt. A fuzzy butt. She got a fuzzy butt. A little fuzzy butt. You know you like it. Don't hate.
Too much.
Tricks. My Bella tricks. That's baby Ziggy. My niecey girl. Okay, I already said that. Hello. Oh, I'm at the bottom. Hello. I got my Pocahontas braids on today.
You do.
These bangs are finally starting to get into a place where I can have a little zhuzh without it like itching my. I'm trying to. This bang I think I can do that I don't play with it so much because I know someone was like, "Stop playing with your hair." I was like, I cannot. I'm either twisting or braiding or it's a long hair girl thing.
Yeah.
I cannot.
With your blonde show.
This one, I'm on the wrong way. Look at luck of the draw, Stitches, lot at 11. What you looking at? What I finished. I'm on my row 6. My week 6 is done. Cadiddle hopper.
Oh, pretty.
It's a Ruana. That one's Ruana. But no, this is like a Blancho. But the new Blancho. Ooh, child, better watch out. Good. Don't be jealous. Make your own. All right.
Yeah, I'll just keep making blankets.
La Boo Boo is on the hook today. What is a La Boo Boo? What is this you speak of?
Oh, it's an amigurumi. I saw the picture of it.
That's not. You know what? Someone was like, amigurumi's fun because it's instant gratification, and I was like, no, not for me. A
blanket is instant gratification for me.
Yeah, well, and an amigurumi for me is a bunch of awkward over.
Yeah, not my thing. I've done them. I can do them. It's not. That's not that I can't. I just don't. It doesn't bring me joy. So no. No.
I admit I made a couple things that I was pretty proud of, but I used big chunky like posh yarn. I used like Bernat like, and it was a little mushroom sprite with a little mushroom cap hat. It was really cute.
Yeah, no. It's not fun for me. Everybody thinks they're so quick and easy, blah blah. It doesn't bring me joy. So why?
I don't think
no.
My sun bunny's up there, but because I want to make a sun bunny, but I'm gonna use posh, not the plush. I'm gonna use not posh. I'm gonna use plush. That's like I'm gonna use like a P hook. 9mm, yo. I was like, what's the 9mm?
Nope, I don't like it.
Manuela.
9 is an M, isn't it?
Did it work? I think so. I think it's an NM or the MN.
My community post thing is up for grabs too. So if anybody wants to post,
I turned that on.
I think that's cool. I think that's cool that YouTube did that. So.
Post your PHRs.
Yeah.
Just post sure you have clothes on, as Granny D says.
We're not that kind of. We're not that kind of channel. Yeah, no.
Right. We grown, but we ain't that kind of channel.
No. No.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I have been so away. I haven't been on.
At least buy me a coffee first.
Right. Kiss me afterwards.
Hello now.
So what y'all whipping on? We're just gonna kind of sit and chit chat today. I am whipping. And this is the prototype for the lot 12. I might just call it the lot. See, I don't want to limit it to just lot 12. But
no, we'll come up with a name.
I'm using lot 11 to test it. So there's my through week 6.
We'll come up with a name for it.
It is the Drunken Madonna stitch, aka the sedge and reverse sedge stitch. See, Drunken Madonna just sounds so much better.
It does.
Whoop, whoop. Yep. So that's what I did that. And now I'm working on what I was going to stitch on today while we're sitting and chit-chatting. Right. Was one in the solid color.
Working on this mess. But I started a thing. I'll show you.
I'm doing it in Halo.
I started a thing.
Why? Ooh. I like that thing. What is that? That looks like the spring.
Just pulling it out of my head. Not written down. I'm just playing with stitches.
I'm just fondling my yarn.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah. So.
See, my stuffing are ends. I'm recycling and repurposing. No polyfill in mine.
Well, it's pretty. Well, what I did was my favorite shawl pattern of all time is the Ana Lucia by Wilma Westberg. Yeah. And so what I did was I took this section from it. That's all. This section here.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
The rest I've just been playing, but I love that stitch sequence. The way she does the shells and then back posts on them to make them stick out, So I took that section and I'm working that. But other than that, I'm just pulling it out of my head.
Oh, that's gorgeous. And of course,
the colors, so pretty. I love that burgundy, that deep burgundy. It's in mega balls, 3-weight mega balls. The burgundy and the light gray. So it's DK. Yeah. So it's going to take a while.
Was the Aran ones or the DK?
No, these are the DK. It's going to take a while because I'm using a 5mm. Yeah. But thank you. Yeah, it's pretty. I'm happy with it. So we'll see. We'll see how big it ends up. When I run out of yarn, that'll be it. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Here, I'm just going to go. I have two I have 2 of the horns. I call them horns. I have 2 of the things, and I'm almost finished with the first one. It's about to start transitioning to the white. So this is that Colorama Halo that I did. What was that one? Not
Ripple, you did ripples
in the creek.
Yeah. Yeah, me too, Tammy. Well, my high school colors were blue and white, but my grammar school colors were burgundy and gray. I went to Catholic school, so it was uniforms the whole time. But yeah, my high school colors
were blue and gold.
Blue and white.
You'll see wood wildcats.
Yeah, they're a good size. That's why I love mega balls, because they're big, So you don't have all the ends, but you still get ends when you're doing something like this, because I'm changing colors, So
that's why we need big bags for our big balls.
Big balls. Yeah.
Big ball sacks.
Yeah. 1,312 yards in here.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. That's one thing I used to love to get from Hobie, because they when they would go on sale, you could get them for like $6 or $7.
Well, and were gifted to me.
No ends to sew in. That's one whole blanket right there.
Like I say, it is when you're doing something like this, because I'm changing colors.
Right.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, if you wanted to just start to finish, no ends, bang it out.
All one color, bam, done. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's keep going and going. You're good.
I don't know how many times I just threw out a corner to corner in one of those one time.
Yeah. Yeah. Do that in a day. So, yeah, they're nice. But they were gifted to me. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't bought yarn in years. I just
people
send it. People send it.
Yeah, I haven't bought like stash yarn in like 4 years. I didn't consider the stuff that I bought from Joanne at the end to be stash yarn, but I kind of did buy stash quantities.
Well, what I did,
I bought like 20 skeins of
the window rows. I did. Nisi's saying she likes the window.
Oh yeah.
They're cluster stitches. I did clusters, and then chains in between. That way, it would give me a window, but still has some texture. Still got some.
Yeah, and still give the strength. Yeah, I always know like the double crochet chain one, skip one fillet type work, window work, is very flimsy. But when you want something with structure, I like that
use
too.
A cluster. Yeah, it's a 3 double crochet cluster. 3 weeks. Well, it's been at least 3 years for me. Yeah, I can honestly say that, unless I need something to finish a project, then I'll
right. But I'm talking like going in bulk shopping for the stash, buying chains of, I haven't been able to do that in a long time. That's why I was so jealous. Russ is at the Hirschner's factory.
I know. I just watched his video this morning.
I'm Julie. And then Nancy was packing up her yarn, and I was like looking at all of that Hirschner's yarn. She was like, "Yeah, I'm not giving away any of it." And I was like, "Dang it!" Because she's got some of that old stuff that was there, where you could get it was like a 5-pack, and it made them $1 a piece, and it was like in a text emule or something. It was like in a different language. I had a bunch of it, and it was so beautiful. It was like a DK weight puzzle, but the color profiles were really complimentary and very pretty. Not like, how puzzle is gray and then it transitions to red and blue. It's real abrupt. This was very smooth and kind of ombre through the yarn. It was so pretty.
I like those.
But I got a bunch of it when she did, because I knew I was like, y'all better get that while you can, because it's hot tamales and it's pretty. And I used a bunch of it to make boggy blankets, and I was like, dang, I wish I still had that.
Nice. Nice, Manuela.
What happened? I'll just
post a picture on my community post. Cool.
Yeah,
I'll be the first one.
Show me your pictures.
Yeah, we love to see things. We love to see what everyone's working on, what everyone makes. Yeah. It's great to get inspiration from everybody,
I've been so I am honored for Mama Swift, for how many people have just flocked to her patterns. It's so, as a designer, that's all you ever hope for, is that it's successful. There's 3 of them now? So we have textured cabin throw.
Yeah,
Sweet marshmallow
kiss, and ripples in the creek.
Ripples
and I also did textured cabin squared.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one too. Textured cabin squared.
Yeah.
Options because a stitch needs options.
Yeah, well, some people want it from.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm working. Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
They're all simple ones.
But there is, it's even in simplicity. I mean, like this, even in simplicity, we want to keep attention. Your patterns are very, like, they keep you engaged. Like, even though you're doing treble clusters, the fabric that it's making is so beautiful.
It's unique. Marshmallow Kiss is unique. I have never seen anything quite like that. So
I threw it in the thing. I showed it on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But that right there, I mean, that pattern, I almost want to take it down and do a better tutorial. Because it is a beautiful fully reversible blanket.
There is just, and to do things for Boggy and Luck of the Draw, and that you want to keep it simple because, people just want simple things that look okay, so that you can work up quick. That's what I try to do. I mean, like I say, if I wrote something like this down, I'd get 8,000 emails asking questions, and it's just too much. Yeah, I can do it, but it's I don't want to write a 10-page pattern with a 15-row repeat, and not for Luck of the Draw, not for Boggy. You want to keep it simple. So TV watching patterns.
Sweet marshmallow kiss.
Yeah, but I mean, even textured cabin.
That was one row repeat. That one's amazing.
One row repeat. Yeah,
you look at that and think, "Holy crap, that's intricate AF," and it's not. No, it's a one row repeat. I gotta go get it. You got yours. I got it.
Yeah, mine's. I have a couple of them. They're right there. Well, she's gone. But like textured cabin, that was the first one I released for Boggy, and I couldn't believe how many people made that blanket.
It's squared.
That's textured cabin squared, or is that Sweet Marshmallow Kiss?
Sweet Marshmallow Kiss squared.
Yeah, well, that's the only one. I haven't done the back and forth one.
No, so that's why I pulled it back this way. I forgot. Wait, no, this is Kiss. These are trebles. But you know how I am. I just took it in with.
Oh, yeah, I know how you are.
But I'm using that Big Twist Living, and it's so scrumptious.
Well, I did two. I have two there in the pile for Boggy. Sweet Marshmallow Kisses.
Where is my kiss? I don't know. I think it's in a yarnery.
I have the prototype. It's right there. Okay. Hold on.
One of them in my office.
Yeah, I have two right here.
Yeah, you show them this. I mean, did you do it with color work though? That's what I was trying to show.
Well, this was the prototype. This was the first
one where you turn it one way and you turn it the other, and the colors are completely different.
First one. That was the first one. It was the prototype. But I just made it 40 square for Boggy,
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Sweet Marshmallow Kiss is in a square.
Yeah, it is a square. And
I was like, that is Sweet Marshmallow Kiss.
This was Luck of the Draw 10.
What am I thinking of then that looked good from both ways?
This does.
It is Kiss.
It is. It's the same on both sides.
Except
that very center.
I got mixed up for a
second. The very center looks a little different when you flip it. But that's all.
Yeah, you gotta turn every row, right?
Yeah, you turn every row. So
yeah.
But yeah, they're both in the pile. Both in the pile for Boggy.
Sandra, rah. Sandra, rah.
Hey, Annie. But yeah, it floored me. You have no idea how much it warms your heart when you put some work into something and write a pattern and release it, and you sit here and cross your fingers that someone will like it. And then they started opening Boggy blankets for the openings on Wednesdays, and there was so many textured cabin throws, and every week I'm sitting here going, oh my God, another one. It was incredible to me, So yeah, as a designer, it makes you want to do more. You know that people appreciate it, and you know, because if
Yeah.
people didn't like it, you'd be like, oh, why bother doing anymore? But yeah, cool. Yay, Tammy. Put
Yeah,
pictures.
send us pictures. Yeah, and I like that better because I personally, oh, hold on. Mommy, mommy, mom, mama, mom, mommy, mom. Hello, I love you. Um,
Thank you, honey.
I personally don't like Facebook at all. The only reason why you see activity on Facebook is because my Instagram posts it there. Like
Yeah.
I will go into Wands and Luck of the Draw and post, for those, but my activity on Facebook is like 0. And so I'm really glad that YouTube got on board with, let's get a well-rounded platform here and allow y'all to share your pictures with us.
Oh, it's great.
I think it's great because it's making it so outside interaction is not even needed.
Because a lot of people,
my email.
We're not alone. A lot of people don't do Facebook. So
right.
I've gotten quite a few emails with photos from Luck of the Draw. It's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
good. I'm glad
everyone else can see it too.
I'm glad people like it. It's, like I say, as a designer, it's like, you don't know when you put something out there, how people are going to react, and it's nice.
Ooh. Kathy made sweet marshmallow in Christmas colors. I bet that's gorgeous.
Sounds so pretty. Mm.
Yeah, I did one in like spring colors, like Easter colors. So that was like the pale lavender with that sagey kind of more aqua green, not the green, but more blue green and white.
Yeah. But it's, it's really hard because when you try to design something, I know I can only speak for myself. I scour Ravelry and Etsy and YouTube and the internet and try to make sure I didn't copy anybody else, even though it's coming out of my head. It could have come out of someone else's head already, so it's not an easy process. It takes time to do that research because you don't want to do that. If someone else already designed something and you're just, it could have come out of my head, but it could have come out of someone else's head 6 months ago. Right. So I try to do my due diligence and do my homework because I know how I would feel if I came up with something and then all of a sudden someone else put it out there. It's like, wait a minute, it's happened to me. So,
and like when I first told myself, right, your blanket.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
Yeah, no. Well, I'm not going any further than there. No. Like for me, it was like when I first decided to create my first design to share with people, I thought about, what's going to make this different than everybody else's? And what is my signature going to be? Like my beanies, it's the wheel crown.
Yeah.
Spokes in a wheel. It's my crown. Every beanie I make is with that crown. Right. And the edging, it's a lot of my edging work is exactly the same. Right. So all of my beanies stop with either that reverse crab stitch or the one where you slip stitch chain one, slip stitch chain one, slip stitch chain one, and it makes the little braid. Yeah. Those are things I use in every single design. Yeah. Like most of my designs also have some kind of a nubbly edge. Like there's the nubbly stitches in almost every single one of them. You don't know how hard it was to not put the nubbly in this. I'm trying to break away from that one. But, like Mama Swift is going to be known for her foundation. She's killing it on the how to start something. I use it on everything now. So
it just makes it easier. That's all,
Right. Have that signature.
A lot of people don't like to have to go into that chain, so it makes it a lot easier, that's all.
Like I still want you to put your textured C to C with the textured cabin, textured C to C. I saw you having a little collection going there because your textured C to C is game changer.
Sandra. She's such a brat.
And you know what I say? 3.
Yeah. But it was an unfamiliar concept. So when it first started, people didn't know. If you read the pattern,
how many chains to start this bad boy off? I don't see nothing about multiples.
When even when I test patterns for other designers, I read every pattern all the way through. I know people think, I read as I go. No, I get a new pattern, I read the whole thing all the way through. I don't care if it's 50 pages, because I want to find, if I'm going to have an issue, I want to find it while I'm reading it.
Absolutely.
And on YouTube, Tammy, on YouTube, if you go to my post tab on my channel, you can now post, subscribers can now post photos, which is great. I'm glad YouTube did that. But anyway, I read through a whole pattern. I don't care if it's a book, because I've got some patterns that are, whole books. But I want to find, if I'm going to have a problem, or if I have a question, I want to find it when I read it, not when I get to around 123. I'd rather, so I write notes and excuse me. So that's what I do, but it's old school, I just
like that right there. My mom said, even a cook, like a chef, read through the recipe, start cooking your meat.
Oh, I do the same thing.
When do I add that tablespoon of butter? You need the butter, but when do you need the butter? And absolutely.
I'm not gonna remember every round of a 300 round pattern, but at least I know when I get to it, my note is there telling me the stitch count may be off, double check or something, because people make errors in patterns too. There's errors in pattern writing. There's errors in editing. I mean, I've had books, regular crochet pattern books that have had mistakes in them.
Mistakes in Sophie's Universe.
Yeah,
that is a long-term published book, Sophie's Universe. Like, ba-bow! There's mistakes in that book.
It's right over there. Yeah, it's a big one.
It's not architecture.
No.
It's not like your building is going to collapse if you need to find a way to get another single crochet in there.
Right. But me, I don't like to fudge things. I like things to be right.
No. But you also have common sense to know either there's a mistake in the pattern, either I correct this mistake and move on, or you don't the pattern.
I'm at a point where I can tell by reading a pattern, though.
Yeah, wait.
I'm going to have a problem on round 27 because those stitches don't line up.
It says single crochet in the chain one space.
Count doesn't go with that count. So I know at that point, I write myself a note. I take my pencil and I write it. It's my book. I bought it. It's my pattern. I printed it. I can write on it. You own it at that point. So, write yourself notes. Save yourself a headache down the road when you're 6 skeins in and you're like, oh my God, there's a mistake. Before then, so just from experience.
Jessie, pattern reading is like algebra. Like, it's like if people do it properly with proper crochet English or, whatever you want to say, terminology. It's like in between shukas, in between commas, in between parentheses, in between the ampersand, or what are the big brackets? It's just like algebra. It tells you, this section goes into one stitch, or this section goes over the 5.
She failed algebra too.
Right?
It's not algebra, but it is a different language. But there's usually a legend that'll tell you this means that. This means, especially in the bigger patterns,
Yeah.
And you can, one stitch at a time, honey, one row at a time. You'll get it. It just takes practice. It's like anything else. It's like learning anything else.
Well, I know as soon as I learned and was comfortable with, it's almost like the Karate Kid. You got to do 500 wax on, wax offs to have that muscle memory to know that single crochet, if you're going to use a chain 2, and that chain 2 is going to count as a stitch, you have to skip that first little loop that comes off of it in the beginning of a row. A lot of people will go back into that first loop where the chain 2 is coming out of, and they're wondering why they've added a stitch.
Yeah.
Because when they come back around, they're going into that chain 2. You either go into the single crochet, the first stitch, or the chain. You have to, and it's consistency. If you're going to go into the chain 2 to make your nice little edge, you got to do it consistently.
Yeah.
Or your stuff's going to go like this.
I've told people before, the easiest way to learn is to go to like Michael's. I used to say Joann's, but places that have the little pamphlet free patterns, just pick up a bunch of those and just play with them. Just grab a skein and scrap yarn and just play. And you'll learn. You know, it just takes time. And like I say, it's like anything else. But any questions, sweetheart, you can always reach out. You know that.
Yeah, I'm looking. Mom. Yeah, well, my mom knows I've made a couple coats. Well, I call them dusters. They're more like sweaters, but I mean, we have yarn that will make a coat.
Oh yeah,
like a woolly wool, like something with wool in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, don't give up ever. And just, you know what? I always tell myself, that's why I like graphs, because it's very symmetrical. So, you know, if you have a stitch that's got 5 double crochets in it, you know, you have to have five stitches below it. So you'll have like your single crochet, skip 2,
up that space.
Put your 5s, skip 2. Now you're not going to add or subtract.
Your count is the same because you skipped 2, you used 1, and you skipped 2.
5 double crochets over 5 stitches.
Yeah, and you know what? A lot of people are better with graphs. Yeah. I can, either way, I'm fine. But
yeah, I can do both. Yeah. I purposefully like to read the pattern.
Yeah,
and then I like to use the graph to keep my place.
Yeah. See, when I was learning
words, you get lost in the words. You're like,
where am I putting 6 years old when I learned how to crochet, and the first thing we had to do before we could even pick up a hook was learn how to read a pattern.
That's like sheet. You have to learn the sheet music.
You have to learn how to read a pattern before we could even pick up a hook. So I'm glad.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of this backwards.
At the time, it was like, I just want to, you just wanted to play with yarn, but now looking back, I'm glad because I've always been able to read a pattern, and now, I can design them and read them, and so it's, It was,
but again, going back to that, if you decide to design something, there is 400 blankets with double crochets.
Oh God, yeah.
There's no way you can make a double crochet blanket and think that someone's not going to try to be like, oh, well, that's mine. No. Yeah. So there you find your signature. You find what makes your double crochet blanket unique. And maybe that's that you put a trellis work in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Or your border, or the way because, I learned a technique from Olga Poltava that when you're looking at the stitch, we both know the 2 little V's at the top. Mm-hmm. If it's a double or anything before that's got the bar. And then when you've got the stitch that's the little braided looking thing that comes up, that instead of going under the V's, she goes in this little tiny loop that's in the chain, or like in the double crochet or whatever it is. There's a little tiny loop, and she goes in there, and it keeps the stitches from leaving.
It keeps it straight. Yeah, that's what
Juan was asking why his trebles did that. I thought it was beautiful. It made it look like a herringbone. But if he would have gone into that little third,
it makes a difference
there at the top of the V, it would have made them straight.
Yeah, and it's hard because we all know there are only so many stitches. I mean,
absolutely.
You got slip stitch, you got singles, you got half double, double, treble. I mean, there's only so many stitches. It's the combinations of them that make a pattern, Yeah.
Remember when the hag stitch came out? Yeah. People were like, "Oh, that's like that mock bobble thing." No, it's not. She's working on the front of the work and the back of the work. She's not working on top of the work. Different.
Yeah.
It makes this texture that comes through
right. It was almost like a stripe. Yeah.
Yeah,
really
and that's
cool.
That back post half double, front post half double, and it's where you put them that makes this beautiful texture. I was so honored to be part of that.
She went into the side loop, and it was so different. It was just different. None of us. I had never seen that before.
Ever.
So,
and she did the research.
Oh yeah, she did. You have to. You have to. If you're gonna come up with a new stitch, you got to make sure someone hasn't done it before, because that's just wrong, to say, I know what it feels like. I've been there, been on the other end of it. So it's, Yeah, it's tough when you put a lot of work into something and someone just takes it and runs with it and calls it their own, and it's like, really,
Yeah.
really, okay. I mean, there's nothing you can do.
Girl, I hope you enjoy your pattern.
Where's Ginger? Just playing with, play with your hook, play with your yarn, play with stitches. Just have fun with it, It's supposed to bring us joy. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, Zach? That is right. It is definitely a craft that you have to have humility. You have to have that. You are just like with any craft. You are going to make mistakes. You're going to be
this mess I'm dealing with because I found a mistake.
Professional. Yeah, I mean this one here, she's hyper perfection. So, but no, that was definitely a mistake. She was tired when she did that, and there's no way she would have, that blanket would have not even been a dog bed.
No.
No. So for her to frog an entire blanket, it had to be something really wrong with it.
It was bad. And it wasn't something that just I picked up on. Anybody would have seen it.
No, you like missed a corner or something.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
You like missed your whole corner and then stacked on top of it. Yeah, I've done that before. I have done that before too.
So as much as I've crocheted too, it's nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes, and you learn from it, and that's it. I learn new stuff all the time. We all do.
Yeah. We call it focking for no reason. We don't call it focking for no reason. That's fell asleep while
crocheting. Yeah.
Gasp. Clutch my pearls.
Next morning it's like, oh no, what did I do?
Yeah, so again, like on this one where I'm creating for us, the sedge stitch is of course a stitch that everybody and their brother has used.
Right, but
my edge is not.
One.
My edge is not.
Right.
My construction of how to do the foundation is not. It's hers.
Yeah.
So I'm putting elements into this that make it mine.
Yeah, so I know, that's so funny.
You got to put the zhuzh on it.
It's not mine. It's everyone's. Just use it. Again, you don't own it. I don't own a stitch. Nobody owns a stitch. It's just a different way. That's all.
Well, but you know what, Zach? Your niche was jewelry. I've seen some of your jewelry work. You make beautiful bracelets, and not crocheting and knitting isn't for everyone. But that doesn't mean that, like Zach, you're still a part of this community. Yeah. You have been around for years, and we love that you've tried to crochet. We love that you've learned this niche of YouTube, and we welcome you. I mean, I remember when you were mukbangs and more. We were talking about that the other day, and you have come a long way, young man. I remember people are mean, just flat out. People are mean.
Yeah, they are.
And they came for you a couple of times, but look, you're still here.
Yeah.
So none of that. We all grown now. We're not in high school anymore. See, no, you're always welcome. You don't have to crochet. My mom, well, she does crochet a little bit, but my mom knits a little, but she's a painter. Just not everybody here crochets. This village is open to anyone. But yeah, and little by little, Zach, we have seen as a community, you become more confident in yourself. And that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what I've always said from the beginning when I first pushed my button, is that I want everyone that comes here to feel seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like that your opinions matter, that, this village is not conditional. You can't come up in here being a serial killer. That eating your sorrel, you can't be a Fruit Loop killer. That's a joke inside this house because we say sorrel and cereal and yeah. It's so a serial killer is we're eating.
Yeah, me too, Gracie.
I'm killing it. But, right, Mom, I'm doing the things. I have been so proud of myself that I saw through the wickedness of someone where before I'd have been like, yeah, come on in, have the food from my table. And no, because now that I'm feeling more confident in myself and knowing, you shall not pass just because
Oh,
you're
thank
nice.
you, Timmy. I'll go look after her. Sorry.
Yep. But it's like I'm finding, like, one of our teachings for mindful and wellness is to polish your armor, that we all have it. It's just some people's armor is in disarray. You got to get the chinks out of it. You got to get it all polished up and gleaming so we can warrior pose and find your inner strength, that you have that inner strength to not let people wipe their shoes on you. And so I'm doing it, Mom. I'm tired of feeling like unappreciated, putting out all of my beautiful energy and getting ugliness back. So took me 51 daggum years.
She's finally listening to me.
But I guess they always say with wisdom comes age.
With age comes wisdom. Yeah.
Well, it works both ways. I was just trying to be funny. But yeah, as my husband says a lot, what Mr. Terry says, don't let fear and common sense hold you back.
Yep.
Don't let fear or common sense hold you back.
Right.
That means get up on that steering wheel and drive. Mash on it, as he used to say. Mash on it. Let's go. I love my man.
That's my birthday buddy.
He said birthday buddy. I'm hoping, because this October is going to be jumping. My mommy's going to be here. Lexi and the baby are going to be here. Marcus. Brittany's getting married. It's your birthday.
Wow. Yep. We lost Jaxie. Oh, what happened? Here comes wisdom. There you go, Miss Billy. Wisdom's in the house. The older I become, the more stuff I don't put. Right? Yeah, no. No, there's no reason for it, honey. No reason to put up
I had an Amber Alert.
Wow. Wisdom's here, Miss Billy's here, Miss Billy's here.
Now my volume is gone too.
No, I can hear you.
Hold on.
Oh. No, Miss Billy knows all. I don't know nothing.
I lost the volume.
Yeah. No, we can hear you. Can you guys hear Jaxie or just me? Oh, thanks, Zach.
Hey, all of a sudden I hear you again.
Oh, good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, everybody hears you. It's all good.
Oh.
Right?
I got an Amber Alert and my phone went crazy. I was like, oh, what happened? I was saying something really good too.
Hey, Terry. Yeah. I don't know. You were talking about wellness and mindful.
Yeah, but it was something good about. Oh, that you come here for your birthday.
I go there for my birthday?
Because October's going to be hopping in this crib. Yeah, we will talk later.
We'll see.
Samantha, there's my Sammy K. Hi, baby. Look what fell off the altar today, girl.
Oh my.
My Sammy K. We talk about crystals a lot. Girl, my pink quartz fell off the altar today. I was like, what you gonna tell me?
Oh, never know.
Terry.
Did you see Billy?
Hey. There's Billy, Crafty Floridian.
Did you see her? She needs your help.
Yes, baby, I saw you. I was going to call you right after this. I had a horribly busy day, or actually week at work last week, and I wanted to be able to sit down and give you the time. So you want me to call you after this? We're done in about 15 minutes.
Here you go.
And I'm just doing some things, getting some things situated for Father's Day tomorrow.
Yeah. It's a rough day.
I know.
Lost my dad in 2006, and it's still a tough day. Never goes away. But yeah.
Right. It was telling you, put me in your hand. But yeah, so
yeah.
Billy. All right. So what else are we talking about? Oh, I've been playing around with our fans. I just used one to try to see if I could get anything to like look good on it. So I got
hot hooker,
whip, hot hooker, and crab nuggets. But I was just playing with these little marker pens that I have to see if they would show up.
That's cool. I need my hot hooker fan. Yeah. Yeah, right. It is.
I got these new markers.
It gets easier, but it never goes away, you know.
Make us a new fan.
Yeah.
Hot hooker.
Yeah, I miss them all the time. I was lucky. I had the best dad, so.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad was a pretty cool dude too. Right, I was about to say, have you guys seen those? I was like, TJ's like, Mom, don't. Mom, don't. Mom. And I was like, it's the new dance video where they're dancing, they're making all the noise with them. And it's this one kid, he's dancing all crazy, and his mom's all, you better get out my kitchen, fool. But he's doing this little twerky dance, and he's popping his fan.
Oh my God.
Like, pop it like it's hot. We're going to be popping the fans. He's like, Mom, stop, Mom.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah,
you got a pretty cool
He
mom.
would say the same thing. He'd be auntie.
You guys, stop that. Get off the table. You guys, get off the table. Be like, what? Oh, you can't take me anywhere. All right. What else?
Oh, that's good, Jess. I'm glad. Yeah, she's a cool mom. Too much. All right, what else are you working on? Anything?
No, I've been working on this one. I'm about to start the next week on Juan's Cal. But I haven't really been working on much other than just trying to get this ready for August. Or did we say July 30th first?
July 31st, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a Thursday.
So
yeah, I
have until then to name it. I'm going to start getting the tutorial ready. Like I said, I'm just using, this is of course is going to be, I don't know, maybe it's not going to be a boggy blanket. I'm trying to do dimensions. I'm making it so it can be perfectly used for boggy or easily sized something bigger.
Right.
But yeah, and I think it's going to look pretty with luck of the draw.
I like it with the stripes. Put a picture on your community post tab and have people give you suggestions for names.
Yeah, I will. I'll put a thing and see. You can see up close. I think it's going to be nice, and it's really easy. It's just a 2-row repeat.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like I say, you have to. Hi, Carrie.
Where's Carrie? Hi, baby. There she is. Hello. All right, so let's see. Oh, get over, you guys, anybody that's friends over at Carrie's house. She's got some things going on, some fundraising. Get over there and check her out. She'll give you details. I have not been over there to get the details yet, but
I shared her video on my post tab. So
yeah, she's raising some funds for a friend. You don't need to know no details, just that you're helping a friend. I'll be over there to help her too. Crafty Floridian, yes, on July 19th, we are having a boggy auction. And that's going to be, the proceeds are going, I believe. I'm going to talk about people's stuff anymore because I got hollered at twice. because I did not get the exact information. So get over to Billy's house. It is July 19th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or is it daylight time right now? Eastern Time.
Eastern Time.
And I think she is still taking donations.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So I got to get with her. I know I got to get back on my helping.
Hey, Laura.
My twisted sister. Hello, Laura. Hello, darling. But okay. So yeah, we're doing that. So we're working on Juan's Cal. We're working on Luck of the Draw 11. Keep your eyeballs open for the next number on Thursday mornings. Let's see. We've got, the Boggy Brigade. We will be starting that back up. I'm not sure how we're going to run it, between now and when we actually start collecting blankets. But I have been asked to join the Boggy Brigade babes up on the panel. So I'll be going up there, and I guess we will be coming over here to this channel as well. And then I'm trying to get this one to do it too, but she's not ready to be putting out content. She's not ready. She will when she's ready. She's just going to stay in the background making us patterns for now.
I'm doing my Luck of the Draw.
You are. I'm going to get you, though. I'm going to get you.
It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, we missed the 11:11 crab nuggets. So I'm going to set an alarm tonight for 11:11 because I need to do some breath work. Find my breaths, my baby breaths. Okay, what else? I'm so happy to see your Sammy K. Yeah, and again, I sat here for about 10 minutes yesterday making lavender sashes. I promise, guys, packages are going to go out. Please forgive me. I feel like such a heel. It's been almost a month. But y'all know it was one thing after another. I had COVID twice this year already, and it's only June.
All my stuff got out. I think everybody got their packages.
Yeah, I think there's only a couple people that haven't gotten their stuff from third parties that weren't me. So, yeah, your stuff went out. I think Juan's going to take care of his little mystery box.
Yeah, there's one more sitting here, but it wasn't claimed yet. So,
yeah. Oh, my Joyce Nomura. Joyce Nomura, calling Joyce Nomura. I know she pops in every once in a while. Get a hold of one of us.
Yeah.
Emails are both right here and right there. Right here and right there.
I have your shawl sitting there. So.
Yeah. I'll get her. She comes in every once in a while. But I know she's been taking care of her.
Everyone got their packages as far as I know. So they were all delivered anyway. Let's put it that way. So everybody got Mama Swift bombed this week.
Yeah. So I'm back on it. Like, I'll get these packages ready, guys. I'm sorry, guys. There was a couple of supply things I needed to get to. I was out of the little envelopes that hold the shipping label. But all right. Are we ready to go? We going over to Granny D's next? I forgot to get the little reroute the things.
I can pull it up, honey.
I don't know if it will let me.
It will let me.
I tried that last time, the reroute thing.
Let me try. Oh, I don't know how to do that, but I can pull up Granny D.
I don't know how to do it either. Sunita Bonita is the one that knows how to do all that. I don't think she's here today. Sunita. And did you guys notice? No ads, no ads, no ads. So I am going to do that for when we're live. There will not be monetization. I'm going to turn off the ads. So that is going to be like my little perky perk for people that are actually here when I'm live, is that I won't have the monetization turned on. So for the replay, I'll turn the ads on then. So if you notice, there was no ads.
I got it.
I forget how to do the redirect.
I don't know how to do that, but I can post the link anyway. I don't know how to do redirect.
Tags.
You have to do that on your end. I can't. I don't have access to that stuff here. Yeah. Bye, Jerry. Love you.
Yeah, let's just drop her like it's hot. I forget how to do it.
I dropped it, honey. It should be in the chat.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. I'm trying to get back to life. Okay, there we go. Ha. Okay, I'm back. What? I don't understand what this top chat thing is. Look at Ginger. Oh, we got to dance.
You can dance.
You want to go down? I'll dance.
I'll go down. I will see you all at Granny D's. Love you.
Fine, go. All right, here we go. Thank you for becoming a member. I love it. I love it when we make it rain in the chat. That's my favorite. I love it when we can dance for me. When we're dance monkeys. All right, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, we got 5 minutes, Dougie Fresh. Yeah, but come over to the community tab and show me what you're making. Show me what you're working with. I want to see. I want to see the things. All right. I think I'm going to go right now because I'm going to go right now. I think I got to call Billy. Did she ever tell me that I should call her next? I will call her. If she picks up, she picks up. If not, volley to your court. Okay. All right, guys. I love you. Thank you so much for coming in today. I hope you enjoyed the ad-free live. I'm sorry for the replay people that you get the ads, but you better just be here on time. Just saying. No. Kidding. Okay, I'm going. I gotta go refresh. I'm gonna call Billy. Okay. Bye, my loves. I will see you later, alligators.